There is a separate reality right here, right now. Many people have experienced it. It's called spiritual awakening. Some people experience it when they have a near-death experience. Once you've had this experience happen to you, you're never the same. And it can be unsettling. Many times people who have this experience have to go kind of live like hermits because they can't live in the three-dimensional world anymore. You know, we keep talking about we're ascending into the fifth dimension. Well, this planet is basically run in the three-dimensional world by three-dimensional people. And if you ascend into the fifth dimension spontaneously, like I did back in the 70s, and many other people have done throughout history, that's what Plato was talking about in the allegory about the cave. You know, the guy went out, found the light, came back, realized what was out there was reality, and what they thought was reality in the cave was an illusion, shadows on the wall. Well, the thing is, when you go out and you find reality, because you have an awakening, you open up your crown chakra, you awaken to your higher self, that level of consciousness, the fifth dimension called the Christ consciousness, and you come back and you try to cope with the 3D world. It's different. It's almost painful in many ways. You have to learn to adjust to it. But it's all a classroom, so it's a learning process. When it happened to me, I was in an altered state for 3 days, and I didn't know how long that altered state was going to last. Thank God it only lasted 3 days, because even though everything was very beautiful everywhere I went, more vibrant, more alive, the humans that I was dealing with just seemed very flat. And it was disturbing because they were living very much in the 3D world while I had gone to the 5D. And the old games that were being played didn't amuse me anymore. I mean, I went and had lunch with my boyfriend and told him what had happened. And he realized we couldn't even be together anymore. He wished me well. I moved back to the East Coast. I didn't want to be in my environment. It changes everything. This is what the world is going through. They keep saying we're having a near-death experience. That's what it's all about. As the energy on this planet is changing to that fifth dimension level of consciousness, and it stabilizes and it becomes the norm, just like the 3D has been the norm, everything's going to change. And if you can't change with it because you're not working on yourself, it can be very unsettling, because all of a sudden your morals change, your ideas about what's real, what's true, what's good, what your purpose is, what you see and hear. You become more psychic. You begin to see through things and see through people and see through the way people operate, because 3D people generally are more self-centered and self-serving. So when you begin to see that, it can be a little unsettling. There's an awful lot to it. I mean, the mystics have written reams and reams of books about this topic, but I'm just telling you, it's real. I've been there. I stayed there for 3 days in an altered state. I haven't been the same since. That was way back in the 70s. It will change everything about how you observe the world. And it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, you free yourself, but on the other hand, you have to cope with what you're experiencing while you're still in the 3D world. I hope that helps. I'm going to do some more videos like this.